Hey team, so we are talking about strategic partners. We do on this channel. Make sure you like and subscribe and share it with other business owners that you know are going through the same kind of lead generation challenges as yourself. So today I wanted to touch on a subject that around how much you value your time per hour, right? And my challenge to you is, are we elevating ourselves from those 100, 200, 300 pound an hour conversations into those 1,000, 2,000 and 3,000 pound conversations? Well, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is if we can talk to people, if we can network and build good strategic partnerships with other companies and organizations that already have our clients, then the value that we add dovetails in to their product or service, or the beginning of their product or service, or at the end of their product or service. Quite simply, think of a mortgage advisor linking in with an estate agent, and you could go with anyone. Think of a general builder, electrician working with a general builder. These have been happening for thousands and thousands of years. We are just putting a systematic framework on it. The rest of the channel talks about the opportunities and what to think about, how to raise good as strategic partners. This is the pack that I want to give to you to get started. It is quite simply in a Word document. I'm just going to take you through it now to tell you what's included. You can get it. All you need to do is send me an email, send me a DM, send me an Instagram message, whatever it might be. I'm on LinkedIn. My mobile number is available via LinkedIn as well. All you need to do is DM me, Phil, send me the pack. Phil, I'm interested in the strategic partnership pack. I've been thinking about it for a while. I'd love to get started. I just want to do a bit of research as to the kind of things that you're teaching. Absolutely fine. This is a giveaway, team. This is a giveaway for you. So the reason I position it as 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 pound an hour conversations is that we're not talking directly to your clients here. We're talking to the organization, the business owners that have many of your clients, or the opportunity to have many of your clients, and we're building a value add connection. Okay, that's what we're calling strategic partners. So this is the master playbook. It comes from the YouTube channel that you've just clicked from. And what's included, I'm just going to high level these really quickly. Why we have strategic partners, I've given you a bit of an insight into that. Partner identifying, like who are good partners, and sometimes it's completely wacky left field ones that become the most profitable and most exciting ones for you. Finding and building your list. There's so many tools out there today that we can use. Making sure we highlight the pain points. This is really important to building value, is understanding our client and also our strategic partners' pain points. Value adds, so what kind of assets and support we are creating for them. A super focused top 20 where we can just get you started on 20 organizations, and a gifting strategy taken from loads of best practice of other gurus out there that do this stuff every single day. Outreach, email templates, nurture journey. So that's the stages that we would take people through. And what you're going to say in meeting one. You might not be a natural conversationalist, or might have not done thousands of these business meetings. That's absolutely fine. We've done those and we've kind of distilled it down into some principles that you need to follow. What's the impact going to be on your business? Kind of putting in some numbers. And then what comes next with a long-term strategic partnership. What must be said at this juncture, team, is this is kind of the beginning stages, right? So we're not into like year 2, year 3, year 4 of our strategic partnership, because as it grows, it will mature and develop into some pretty cool things. This is right at the beginning. You're just on that precipice of going, I've tried that marketing strategy, I've tried that. Now I want to turn this strategic partners into a real valuable asset for my business. So I'm not going to go into these in detail. You can screenshot these from here, or you just get the pack straight from me. But you've got 8 reasons why you should be really unlocking this strategic partners. Certainly with all the noisy media out there at the moment, and all the opportunities, you can get dragged into LinkedIn, you can get dragged into Instagram, and these can be quite time heavy areas with quite little return. Some people are brilliant at it. Others, it takes a little bit of while to get a return. In here, partner identification and channel mapping. This just gives you some ideas as to what might be good partners for you. Accountants are typically very, very good partners for us if we're in the sort of business service space. It must be also added that this is like B2B marketing. Insurance brokers, estate agents, marketing agents, PR firms. Had a client the other day that does lots of PR. Well, if you find a company that make all the websites for all these great companies that you want to work with, then there's like a strategic partner waiting to happen. Networking clubs and organizations, trade bodies and membership organizations are also a big one. But there's a whole sort of section there that we need to go through to identify your key partners. Okay, then we might put them through, or sort of put them through a little bit of a checklist. Why would they be a good fit for us? The potential scale. So do they have the numbers to scale? Do we have the numbers to scale alongside them? Then we're going into data. So where do we collect all those people from? Well, guys, the simple one, if you don't know this, is Companies House. It's got all the company records in there, and it's actually got more data than you probably think. So we build links in with those. We also use things like Apollo.ai, IO, beg your pardon, Lusher. These are what we call data enriching tools. So when we have like the URL and the business name, we can then get the director's name. This information is all available online, so it's all GDPR compliant. There's some other companies in there to have a look at as well. D&B Hoovers, very, very big organizations, what you'll see like the major banks using to get business information. Then we do a little bit of research. So we have a little look at their organizations, what they're doing, what they're up to. We get their scores, their Trustpilot scores, their Google business scores, etc. We then start to think about can we connect with these people through events? So do we go to networking events? Do we go to Chamber of Commerce events? In your local towns, you'll have like the Chamber of Commerce, which is the businesses helping other businesses inside your specific postcoded area. Then we are looking at pain points. As I said before, this is really, really important. Pain points is really what makes people take action and drives the motivation. So it's really important that we find a specific discipline, so a specific sector, and then we think about what pain points their clients are going through. So I used the simple one earlier on, which has kind of been tried and tested for many years. The mortgage broker that's linked with the estate agent or the real estate agent. Sometimes people don't know how much they can borrow. They don't know their maximum budget. They might be self-employed. They might have all these different kind of niche situations going on. There's always an expert out there to help them. Making a partnership with those is really, really important, and also provides a great wraparound service as well. So you think about who's going to be a good strategic partner for you, and then we start thinking about the pain points. I'm just high level in it today. You can download this. I've even got some prompts in here to help you, whatever you use, ChatGPT, Claude, Copilot. I'd recommend ChatGPT or Claude, to be honest. But here's some prompts that you can start using. All you need to do is fill in the yellows. What else we got in here? The assets that you create. So the physical items, old school, it's like the leaflets, it's like the landing pages, it's like the little help guides, it's the little videos, just like this, that you're going to prepare for them. And there's a whole kind of section on that as to how you can manage and plan those effectively for your partners. Then this bit, I think, is kind of the area which sometimes at the top of the funnel, we want to put more businesses in there than perhaps we would convert as strategic partners. But it all starts with more in at the top, right? So if we put 100 in at the top, well, let's reverse engineer that. Let's pick out the 20 that we really want to work with, and let's come up with like a super focused strategy. We're going to send them some gifts. We're going to really capture their attention. Not just DMs, not just emails, not just everything that only takes us like 5 seconds to do these days, or we can, pay some kind of robot to do it for us. We're going to do this a little bit more cultured. We're going to handwrite. We're going to knock on their door, we're going to say, hey, nice to meet you. My name's Phil. I'm in the local area. And you're going to stand in front of them, and it's going to be a super focused strategy just to get the next meeting, just to get them in to a conversation. So there's like a whole format and system on that section and some gifting rules. Then on the outreach section, so away from the top 20, we want the reciprocity rule, right? Which is we give before we expect to take. So we give, give, give. The more value you give out to the marketplace, guess what? The more you can expect in return. If you have that set of principles, if you have that mindset, then you are literally on a growth trajectory. You hear people like Tony Robbins talking about this, Brad Sugar's talking about this all the time, right? That reciprocity principle, you give the value, and then it will come back around. It's exactly the same in strategic partners. Cool. So we've got an 8-touch system there. So what I mean by touch point is every time you might put the phone up and call them, or you might send them an email, there's like a whole nurture journey there to follow. There's LinkedIn DMs that you can follow. There's some email templates that we've got created. Again, you can kind of screenshot these if you want to. It's got the nurture system to building them into a strategic partner. And then it's the conversation. So when we get, oh, hey, Phil, yeah, I'd love to have a meeting, we've now got the conversation guide, right? So some principles in here as to how you have that conversation. You take the whole steam out of it. You're not looking to make a sale. You're not looking to get like 2 referrals in that meeting. Absolutely not. What you're looking to do in that meeting is build trust and grow a connection with those people. And more importantly, they're working out if you're kind of right for them, and you're working out for you if they're right for you, right? So that's all we're doing in that conversation one. So yes, we might have to have multiple of those, but remember what I said right at the beginning, they are much higher value in those conversations because they own more of our clients before us. So there's some principles and some structure there. There's a meeting structure there to follow, which takes you through sort of 30 to 45 minutes. As you get into this, you get much, much better at executing this. Your meetings will get a lot quicker. There's some closing signals as to find out whether the person's actually interested. Now, the impact calculator, not too heavy with the numbers, but we do want to have some kind of numeric pipeline which will compound, team. As we add partners, as we add value, it will start to grow. The whole thing starts to grow, and it compounds as it goes down. You add more partners, they refer more businesses, you work with more businesses, you do more events, it will start to increase the numbers at the bottom. And what you'll see to your marketing investment versus your return, so the lifetime value of your clients and your cost per acquisition, will start to go down. At the moment, if you're using Google Ads or you're doing lots of outreach, you'll notice it might be a little bit higher than you want it to be. Well, we want to try and always have a plan and a system to bring that number down. And this is exactly how you can start to bring that number down. There's a bit of scenario modeling. Again, I won't go into it today. And then we want the long-term element. So we don't want to just sit down with people and say, how many clients have you got in your business? How many can you send across to me? No, that is long gone. We're now building a strategic partnership over the next 1, 2, 3, 4 years. We're committed to growing as business owners. We really want to add value to people's lives or businesses' lives, whatever it might be that your products and services does. We need to get that across to the other person and say, we're here to stay. We're not just here to have a little quid pro quo referral agreement. We want to add serious value into your business. And so, you know, being on this monthly and then having a bit more of a quarterly kind of plan, I can take you through some of that, but it's also highlighted in the pack. So there you have it. That's the strategic partner pack, 22 pages, built and designed for you as a business owner to have, or business leader or a department leader that wants to build better strategic partners. It's having more 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 pound conversations. If you like this, if it resonates, if it's going to help you, then please, please, please like, subscribe, share with another business owner or share with your business partner. And I look forward to seeing you very soon. If you want to get the pack, all you've got to do is send me an email, click on the link in the description. I'll put it in the comment as well. But yeah, it's here, it's ready to go. And I look forward to you using it and adding value in your local network. All right, bye-bye for now.